Dear students, welcome again to the virtual class. Today's topic is the money supply. First one, what do you mean by money supply? You have already known the money 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees and 2000 rupees. This money, except that 1 rupee coin, 1 rupee note, all are printed by central bank, that our central bank name is the Reserve Bank of India. So with regard to this, what do you mean by money supply? It doesn't mean the government, what the Reserve Bank supply the money. We'll say that money supply. But I have written here the stock of money held by the public. The stock of money held by the public. What do you mean public here? Public means that private individual and that businessman. Public means that individual or that businessman. Those were the individuals. These are private individuals. Private individuals and that businessmen are to be called that here that public. So money supply refers that held by the public at a point of time, particular point time, today's, at what time, how much money is supplied in an economy is to be called that money supply, or it refers to the stock of money held by the public at a point of time is called that money supply. Again I repeat, it refers to the stock of money. It refers to the stock of money held by public at a point of time in an economy. Is also known as also money supply. It means there are three conditions: held by public, point of time in an economy. What money is or the stock are to be called that money supply. There may be some questions like the central governments, or we may say that state governments, central banks, or different kinds of commercial banks. Central bank, commercial banks. All these are not to be included in that money supply which I have written here, held by the public. So it means at a particular point of time, what money circulates in an economy is known as the money supply. Is known as money supply. There are two components of money supply. There are two components of money supply. There are mainly two components of money supply. One is that currency components, another that one is that currency component and another is that deposit component. Currency component and deposit component. Currency component consists coins and papers. Currency components consist of that coins and currency papers. That means papers means that currency notes. That is called currency component. Currency component consists of coins or that currency notes. That is called paper notes. But deposit components consist of bank deposits. Bank deposit is the components of deposit accounts against which check is issued. That is called the deposit. So components money supply divided into two parts. One is that currency components, another is the deposit components. Currency components are coins, paper currency notes, and demand deposits are bank deposits which are issued against that check. That is to be called the demand deposits, deposit components. So in this currency components and deposit components, there are some currency notes are not included. The amount of coins and currency held by the commercial banks excluded. What are the excluded? Commercial banks. What monies are deposited in the commercial banks, or the amount of coins or currency held by the commercial bank, which is cash reserves. That is to be excluded. Cash reserve. And the stock of gold in central bank. The stock of gold in central bank. And third one, cash reserve in treasury by the government. Cash reserved in treasury by the governments. in central bank. These items are not included in that money supply of that current deposits and deposits. These are to be called that money supply. Next, we'll switch over to that measures of money supply. Measures of money supply.